This video is going to show you Solar Flawless 0 Hour, the reprised version, which is 1810 in power. The modifiers are as follows. Arc Fret on the clock, which there is a little over 40 minutes to complete normal, and the legend timer is cut in half at just a little over 20 minutes. So this video is going to be a Solar Flawless normal, concentrating on that first, and going through all the changes with the 0 Hour mission. So here's the loadout, etc. So we are using Daybreak on a Warlock, of course, Healing Rift, Celestial Fire, Healing Grenade, Aspects Where, Icarus Dash, Touch of Flame, Fragments, Ember of Solace, Ashes, Torches, and Pyrian. Pairing that with the Exotic Helmet Dawn Chorus. Weapons, we ran a Mountaintop with Boss Spec in it, Polaris Lance, and Fixed Odds, a Solar Machine Gun, Boss Spec in both guns. If you're that bothered about the mods, here they are. Arc Fret is on, so Arc needs to go on there. We do have Elfie Finish on so that we can surge switch right here, but I only do it once. I only utilize it once, so when I run this back, I probably will do this slightly different in terms of like surges and stuff. So that was what I used. So with the Solar Flawless 0 Hour, what's changed? Well, there's actually quite a notable amount of changes, and I'm going to go through that in this video. For returning players who played the old 0 Hour, pay close attention to the changes. For somebody that has never played 0 Hour, you need to pay ultra attention on exactly what I'm doing, the routing of the mission, where to go, what to do. This first area, you're going to pop a healing aid and spam LMG ammo only with the fixed odds. Right, now there's snipers at the back of the room, there's shanks in mid, heavily shielded, and not with the machine gun they're not though, you melt the shields down pretty quick. There's two captains in middle, you just want to keep spamming your LMG. This is all about, the first 3 rooms are all about clearing the sections fast. Alright, now we're noticing our healing aid energy we need to get, so we've got Bomber on our class piece, so we're going to pop a rift behind this cover. Alright, this is your next area. Now there's a lot of snipers, heavy shanks, and there's now included a brig. That is the massive change here, that there's a brig. That is the only change in actual fact on this area. Right, so we'll pop a healing rift behind the old Eververse store. Right, we'll just take down the shanks in front of us, and your goal is to get a super. So we're going to keep clearing all the ads with LMG, nothing else, until we get a super, and then we will use it on the brig. Because this is all about getting your supers and getting them back. Alright, so there's some shanks in middle as well. The brig is round that corner. We've got super, so we're going to use it. We'll debuff, we revitalize and blast, then super. That will melt the brig down. Alright, and then if you've got some left, use it on the, that was bad aiming, just use it on the heavy shank, but that's fine, we can mount and top the heavy shank, and that's the second area dealt with. Notice we haven't spammed any other ammo apart from LMG, and look, we've still got 185 bullets. That's the power of field prep. That's the power of increased ammo reserves. So that's why it's so powerful, and it's one of the best choices for you on a solar build when you need to go quickly. Now there's going to be other ways to run it. 0 hours 40 minutes normal, so you can do this with anything. But when we go into legend difficulty, the strat's going to be more strict, and we'll have to see how that goes, right? But for now, this is just a normal clear for people to understand how to do this. Now we're on Polaris Lance, so we're going to take down the snipers at the back of the map, right? This is the next area, the tank room. Take down some of the snipers first before you peek around that corner. Once you peek around, try and kill some of the shanks, or try and do some ignition damage to the servitors. It depends if they show themselves right away or not. But just keep damaging enemies that you can. The servitor's going to want to tether the shanks, but that's fine. Look at this. Look at the amount of super energy we get back there. So we've got our super back, which is nice. Now we're going to push up a little bit. We're going to use LMG again. Time is everything. Like, not so much on 40 minutes, but I'm trying to teach people the urgency on how you play 0 Hour solo, because I'm excited to sort of make a video about this, because there's a hell of a lot of players. I would say that there's more players that haven't played this than have, because a lot of you started in Beyond Light. I don't know why, but there seems to be, when Beyond Light come out, there's a massive influx of players. Well, when that happened, you lost 0 Hour, right? So a lot of you didn't play this. So you need to, it's in the title, 0 Hour, right? It's the last hour. It should say, well, yeah, 0 hour, right? You've got to play fast. So tanks melted with the super, right? We've got plenty of LMG ammo. Don't worry about going to get ammo as well, per room, not so much. If you haven't got a field prep machine gun, then you kind of do need to care a little bit more about your LMG. But we still need to kill all these ads. We can't skip these ads. Alright? You would think that you could probably skip them. You can't. Alright? Because they're attached to fallen doors. The fallen doors, the aura doors, will open up once all ads are cleared. In this room, there is, just be careful of a heavy shank, but it's not an orange bar, it's just a red bar. Right? So, what's also speeding this up, by the way, if you notice, is solar holster. So we've got a solar scav on. We haven't got room for kinetic scav, but the mountaintop's fine because we don't need to spam it as of yet. Later on, we need to spam it at the boss fight. But literally, mountaintop is just for brigs, occasional tank damage, and that's it. Right, now I would usually speed up Traversal. I've been doing that on the dungeons. I'm definitely not doing that with 0 because it's really important to you to understand where to go. There are 2 routes for 0 hour, for normal and legend. Now, I know both routes, and to be honest with you, I haven't run normal today because I haven't run normal 0 hour, well, obviously in a long time, but my memory was fresh on legend 0 hour route because I watched a few clips of that, but I thought, oh, I haven't watched the route for normal, so I had to sort of relearn it again today. Normal, the route for normal is harder, in my opinion, than legend. I think it's harder, or it's more awkward to me. All right, but nonetheless, here's the route for normal. You can't use this route for legend. So this is where the route starts. This is the magic of 0 hour, right? Because it's really good. Not only is the ad clear side of things good, the boss fight's good, the traversal's world class, some of the best ever in D2, to be honest. To be honest, I was looking forward more to this than Whisper. I liked Whisper, I really enjoyed it, but it was kind of a loss on the boss fight, right? 0 hour, I'm happy to tell you, they've done a good job with 0 hour. They've done decent. Right, make your first left here. Now we're going to jump over the other side of the map and we're looking for the recess in the wall and we're going to shoot the the vents. We're just going to keep going here. By the way, don't swap to Eager Edge. Don't swap to Eager Edge. I know you're going to be shouting, saying, why haven't you got Eager Edge sword on? You're doing Traversal. Hey, if you do that, you won't have any heavy for the boss fight. Not that it matters too much on normal, but I don't recommend swapping. There's no opportunity for banners. So in Whisper, there was a banner. Yeah, you could put a banner in and get and refill super and stuff. You can't do that with 0 hour, which actually makes it a bit more difficult because of this. So don't swap to Eager Edge because you want to keep the heavy, no matter what a heavy you're using. I haven't said that like the build does a good job of not needing much heavy, but I'd still rather have some than none at all. So we're going to come here. We're not going to kill this sniper. You can, but I was just sort of avoiding him. We'll kill this one though because he's in our way. The elevator there, not the elevator, the switch has opened up this hatch. Yeah, that's what we've just done there. So make sure you activate the hatch. Right, now this room's confusing. It's the wall to my right is where the vent you want to shoot. So it's not this wall. It's the wall I'm facing, as in the vent that you shoot. Because it looks confusing once you start jumping. You forget which side you're on. It's this one. So it's at the very top on that side. If you get the vent wrong, it's on the other side, of course. All right, but it's on the very top level. Okay, fan section, they've changed it. They've been horrible to us. They've given us explorer shanks. Hey, but look, as soon as I saw this, I was like, right, I know what to do here because you can shoot the shanks from each fan above. But instead of doing that, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do something really cool. I'm going to pop a super like this. Okay, and we're going to out-tank the explorer shanks. Look at this. We can keep jumping down like this. And we can sort of float round. This speeds it up massively. Rather than having to shoot the shanks, you lose time doing that. You can do that. I done it on my last run. I shot each explorer shank from above each fan. From up above. You could do that. But I was like, you know what? That's slower. I've got a super to burn. I don't need my super right now, and I don't need it at the boss fight, actually. Not at the start of the boss fight, but we do want to use it at some point. Um, so that's it. Now it's the Trevor encounter. So people who have not experienced this, you maybe want to go and experience it yourself first, right? And then you sort of understand it. I would advise, don't look up Trevor guides if you've never done it. But right, for players who already know about this, I'm going to tell you the things. Trevor has not changed. His spawn, his AI pattern is the exact same. It's the same as what it was when it came out. So wait for Trevor to zoom past like that, and then you're going to follow him. Now there's 4 switches to hit. So we do we do bottom left, top left, all right, bottom right, top right. You're going to see it. So I'll cue you. Look, bottom left. That's bottom left. Follow the exact route on the screen. It needs to be exact, so you can't skip this if you don't know what's going on. You need to watch it all, however long this segment is. Make sure you watch it. Do yourself a favor. Don't try and rush it, okay? It's like this. So then it's top left. This is the top left switch. If you do it like this, you will never see Trevor, which is actually a fallacy if you've never done this. So if you've never done this, you shouldn't be watching. You should go and try it yourself first. At least this bit. To go and get killed by him and be liberated. That's what you need to go and do, because it's actually good. Right, now we're going over the other side through middle on the pipes. So this is now bottom right. Okay, there's actually a map on a computer up above to tell you like how this works. So there's actually a visual cue. I haven't got time to put a map on screen like I've been doing for the dungeons of recent. Just because I wanted to get, it's important I get this video out, now really. So I haven't got time to be doing the extra editing. Top right is the next switch, and then we're done. Follow the route on screen, and you will not fail at Trevor. If you do anything else, you probably will lose your Soul of Flawless. There are holes in the wall to hide from Trevor from, but don't do any of this stuff because it would end up losing your time, especially on Legend. If you're struggling at Trevor on Legend, good luck. Because Legend's a 20-minute timer just above. And Legend is quite a steep run, to be honest. It's going to be tight for timing. Like I say, when missions come out, I always focus normal first. Maybe normal on all 3 characters, if I want. Then Legend, or Legend after this. I'll see. I don't know yet. But this is the way to learn them, right? Obviously, I sort of know 0 hour, but there was things to learn in this. There was the Briggs, there was the boss fights completely different or quite different, and some of the room was slightly different to what it used to be for normal, and the floor puzzles different, so that was to be learned. So there's a few things for me to learn. So anyways, look, that's the floor puzzle. It's on the wall to tell you what it is. Did you see it? But again, it would have been helpful if I got a map up for you for this, but I'm just going to tell you it on screen. So follow the floor puzzle. If you don't do this, you'll lose your wipe. Follow on screen exactly what I do. Right? Someone will have drawn a map on Reddit by now. Some enthusiast would have went on Reddit and said, hey, I drew some maps for 0 hour already. Like it'll be happening right now because there's some fanatics on Reddit who want to get stuff done first, puzzle solving and stuff like this. That's fine, they can do that. That's good. I'm just making fun of it. I'm just thinking, there's some people right now dead on the 0 hour secrets. I must discover it first. That's what they do. Whereas I'm I'll do the puzzle stuff afterwards. I want to get my solo clears first. That's what's more important to me, firstly, right? And then we look at the puzzle stuff. So now we're at the boss fight. So we're going to come all the way back. We'll use Polaris Lance exclusively for now, and we're going to use it on the ads. Now, you want to deal with one of the vehicles, the turrets. There's a turret left and right. This is good. This is area control. If you take down one of the turrets, this is going to be a lot easier for you. You don't need to take both turrets, because that's taking time up. This run's all about efficiency for the most part, so we don't need to kill both turrets. So that's overkill, but at least kill one of them, because the turrets melt you. But if you clear one of them out, you can fight where the turret was. Right, so we do some damage to the boss. The boss is in middle. He's designed slightly different as well to what it used to be. We're going to debuff via Celestial Fire because we keep getting our melee back because of the helmet. And we're going to keep using our scout against the servitor because the servitor is going to make the boss immune. It will also clear out the shanks. The ignitions will clear out not only it'll clear out the shanks as well. Servitors, he's de-aggroed, so I'm just going to do boss damage. It's no problem. He's dead now, basically, that servitor, and he's not bothering me because I'm at this side of this map. Right, so we're going to keep peppering the boss with Polaris. That is the whole strat for this. It works beautifully. It works really good. Now, the boss is spawned on top of us, and this caught me off guard a little bit. I wasn't sure exactly when the boss would port. I knew that he would, and all the traps would spawn in like that, but I didn't know when. So it's actually on the A. So the way to prep that, right, is to go over to here, this location, send the boss over the other side of the map, and then you're safe. Alright, we'll clear out some of the ads to our right, but not all of them. We don't need to, because look, nothing's hitting us now. We can do all the damage from where the turret was and kill the next servitor. So you've got, so far we've had 2 servitors. And the fallen boss, of course. That's what we've had so far, which is not very... It's not different to the original so far, really. There's nothing different yet, apart from the traps. The traps was a big one. When he sends all these traps on you like that, as I say, you could wipe if you're in the wrong spot. It's a really cool thing. I like it when bosses do such things, like surprises like that. It's going to catch people off guard, that trap, on fire teams. I can see some fire team wipes happening there. Make sure to keep using your Celestial Fire over and over because you're going to get that debuff and it's going to speed things up. Keep peppering the boss. He'll spawn in chunks at his new location, which is now left. He's going to spawn middle, so he has a pattern, right? Not unlike a lot of other bosses in D2. Reminds me of Pyramidion. It reminds me of the, not Pyramidion, Inverted Spire. Actually, yeah, a bit of Pyramidion as well, because he rotates around the map. So, yeah, kind of like Pyramidion as well. He rotates around the map. There's different phases. So, look. Sirkis, I can't even pronounce his name, retreats. For now, it says, right? So, now we're going to set these mines off on the top of these platforms. Because there's mines up there, right? We're going to take down the rest of the shanks and control this area. This is all about area control, right? We're then going to kill this orange bar that's peppering us, and we're just going to now go for tank damage. Okay, so there's probably, I'm pretty sure there's a better spot to stand than where I did for the first tank at least. Because what's happening is, because we are lower than the tank's sort of higher than us, it's hard to get the crit on his middle core. You're going to see it right now. Right, because it's at a certain angle, it's difficult to get the crits. Look, I'm getting body shots. I'm getting some crits, but some bodies. So the way around that would to be higher than the tank to get a clear sight at his core. Therefore, to do more damage to him. That would have sped this up a little bit. But the thing about it is this is good for one part because the tank on the right can't hit us. We're going to shoot those traps down there as well with Mountaintop. Just get rid of them. So the tank on the right can't kill us whilst we kill the tank on the left. So this is really good. Now we'll kill the tank on the right. Get rid of this sniper here. I'm going to jump up top now in a minute. I should be, or in a few seconds, because I know that, again, because we're lower than the tank, we're not going to be able to crit him efficiently. Look here. As soon as I stand in a good space like this, like, look, the tank can't hit us. And now we can just keep peppering the tank over and over. So there you go. That's why this is better. But the only reason why I didn't stand up here when there's 2 tanks up is because one of the tanks could kill me while I'm trying to kill the other one. Do you get it? So that's why I didn't quite do that. But this strat works out really well. Right, second tank is down. So he's back, but he's got a new boss. So this was a massive surprise for me. When I first did this tonight, I was like... man, like when the 2 tanks spawn in, I was like, this is no good really. They haven't changed it enough. But putting a brig in the mix is really good because he's got his own set of mechanics. We're going to debuff him and super, but we're going to pull back. Right, my mountaintop was messed up there. We're going to pull back, right? So you need to do damage and move. So do you see his attack pattern? He's going to do that red laser stuff, and we're going to do a surge switch here as well, which didn't benefit us really, but I may as well do it. He keeps doing his targeted attack every now and then. He'll do his Void Blast, but then he'll do the like Cabal Strike. He's doing like a Cabal Strike thing on you, right? So you need to, I know he's not Cabal or Fallen, but you need to keep moving. So even if you're doing damage with Polaris, you need to keep strafing. Polaris's weakness in this run was the Brig, because you can't crit the Brig until a third HP. That's what Mount Top's on for. See, I ran a sniper on my first run, and as soon as I got to the Brig, I was like, oh no, the sniper's no good for this. Not only that, I've got a machine gun on, which isn't ideal, and I've got Polaris on, which is rubbish on Brigs. It's only good on Brigs once you get their faceplate pulled off, which is less than a third HP. So Mountaintop comes into its own here. So look, with the Mountaintop, as long as we hit our shots, we're doing good damage with it. Right, now we've got his faceplate off, now we have access to crit. The boss will go into the next AI pattern where he'll do his honing attack. This one right here. That has a range drop off, but the other stuff doesn't. The Cabal Strike thing, whatever, I would love to know the name of it. I just don't know. I'm actually butchering the name of it. I don't know what the name of it is. But that name of that move, you need to be careful of it. Like, look, it's actually happening there. I was strafing, right, to avoid it. So strafe as you're creating the boss, or use Mountaintop. Mountaintop's good for this because you can stay mobile and do damage. Like, look, we got too close there, a little bit to the stuff. That's what Icarus Dash is good for, stuff like that. Once Brig is dead, that's it. You don't kill the boss, weirdly. Did we kill the boss? I feel as though he left, didn't he? So the boss left, and then you kill Brig, and then the mission's done. So we're not actually killing him. Am I going crazy? But I think he just left at a third HP. So that's basically the mission over now. The reason why it's still going on is because there's some more ads to clear. So the shanks and all that stuff are you need to clear them in order to get the solo, right? So imagine you're on a legend solo and you've only got 10 seconds left. This run would be a fail because there'd be still ads alive. We can use a super here. I don't know why I didn't. I was just sort of thinking in my mind, it was like, why are we not doing more damage to the boss then? So we'll keep doing damage to turret. Sorry, to the ads. There's still ads left. The turret doesn't count, by the way, for clear. It's just the shanks. It's just any ads that have sort of, you know, off the radar. Like, they weren't pushing me. I didn't know where they were, etc. So, well, they weren't when I was fighting the boss. So it's just ads that are left over. So we'll just finish them off. Again, don't need to kill turret. Boss, the thing will spawn in, and then we're done. That was the Soul Force Zero. I hope you enjoy. Thank you.